Well, yesterday, our girl, Milk Toast Tomi, she took a couple minutes to take a vertical video of herself and to bitch and complain about some white people. Nah, obviously I'm just kidding. She yammered on and on about John Legend and Colin Kaepernick, again, trying to chastise them regarding their activism and views about the very real issues surrounding police misconduct and brutality, especially where it relates to black folks in this country.
If you know anything about me, you know the one thing that ticks me off more than anything else is disrespect for our law enforcement officers. These loudmouth celebrities and ex-football players can't stand it that after 8 years, we finally have a president that supports and respects the men and women in blue.
I think what Milk Toast meant to say was that after 8 years, we finally have a president who's white and stupid rich and lacks the basic human ability to empathize with other humans outside of his own social and economic and racial group. A man who acts like he bleeds for law enforcement all over the country, yet attacks them when they investigate him and his traitorous criminal syndicate.
So what do? They get on Twitter or stand on stage and spew out trash like this. It's anti-cop rhetoric from people like John Legend and Colin Kaepernick that put our officers at risk. Just last week, 2 officers were ambushed at a restaurant. Why? Because the war on cops is real and it's deadly.
Well, there is a war on cops and it's deadly. Huh? Let's talk about your imaginary war on cops, shall we, Toasty? According to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, in 2017, 128 police officers died in the line of duty. Of that 128, 44 were shot, 47 died in traffic-related instances, and the other 37 died due to illness, drowning, and other causes. The number here to focus on is that big, scary 44 number. Of all the thousands and thousands of cops in this country, fewer than 50 were shot and killed in the line of duty. You want to know how many black folks were shot and killed by police in that same year? Any bets on whether the number is higher than 44, Tommy? Yeah, it wouldn't be a wise bet because 223 blacks were gunned down by police in that same year, 2017. 214 black men and 9 black women dead at the hands of a cop. Hell, more black folks have been shot and killed by police already this year than that 44 police officer number who were shot all of last year. So pipe down about this war on cops.
People like John Legend and Colin Kaepernick convince their millions of followers police are the problem, that police are out to murder them, they're victims, and should fear police. What they forget to tell their millions of followers is that these officers of every race show up in the most dangerous communities, not because they're great places to be, but because it's their duty to protect people in these communities, usually from each other.
This is where Tina jumps the tracks into Racism Town, with all those sweet, sweet dog whistles. What she's clearly hinting at here, without actually having to say it, is that she believes black communities are dangerous places because the black people who live in them are dangerous, violent people, and that it is in those same scary black communities where black-on-black crime is rampant and where brave police officers selflessly go to die. And that just isn't the case at all. Look, there are certainly problems right now in certain Chicago neighborhoods, but to associate the preponderance of last year's 44 police deaths with their responding to calls in black neighborhoods is just racist and stupid.
So who's going to protect you, your friends, your neighborhoods? Are you going to sing a song? Will that keep everyone safe? No. And I'm not saying all these things because I think I'm going to change the minds of these boneheads. I'm saying this because the thousands of police officers you put in danger with your anti-cop campaign can't say anything about it. I might not have as big of a platform as John Legend, but I'll use the one I have to say the things our men and women in blue can't say.
Listen, Tentpole, are you actually asserting that John Legend's tweet, this tweet, is an anti-cop campaign? Are you really trying to convince people that this tweet, in which John tells people not to call the cops on people who are just living their lives is putting cop lives in danger? Because if you are, that is really, really dumb. That's like saying not calling the fire department when there's not a fire is going to get firemen burned. You're not that stupid, are you?